My bad. I had to get an intrusive thought out before we start.
Smart man.
And you missed it.
Smart man.
No, I did. I ain't here.
Mission accomplished for Ken. Welcome y'all to another week of Tech File. We got the Super Bowl to talk about, the halftime show, All-Star weekend. It's a lot to talk about this week. It's going to be fun. So let's start that theme music and get into it.
Hit him hard. Let's go. That T-E-C-K. Running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like he did. What's the lady? It's spitting real talk for the entertainment. The podcast stand the game up and they get stuck back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them that the better get their nose ready at a home city. You know, get it boss, keeping on the low setting. And you know we keep saying so we never gotta get telling everybody else that you get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like that. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this race with my tribe. Going live with the pie. Do it like there's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them throwing in the tap. Tell the red blow the whistle. This is technical file.
Welcome to episode 377 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. Welcome back.
All right, Mace. I am the Eric J.
Only known as
The Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman,
The gentleman.
the everyday gentleman,
24/7.
but better known as Mr. Ooh yeah.
I love the ooh yeah. That's way better than your old nickname.
That don't sound right.
That's way better than your old nickname.
The other part. I love that. Ooh, yeah.
We got Dwayne in the comments
What's going on,
already.
brother?
What up, though?
What up,
What's going on?
Shout out to Detroit right there with that one. Some housekeeping before we get into the slate of the week. If you are not yet following us on our social media platforms, what are you waiting for?
Exactly.
Do it.
Bring your ass.
Do it.
Do it at Technical File, TECKNICAL FOUL on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok.
Blue sky.
Technical File Podcast on YouTube and Facebook. And make sure on the YouTube side of things that you subscribe, hit that notification bell. So when we go live, you can be here, be part of the show. Be like Dwayne, be like Shaolin, be like Uncle Jay-Z in the comments. Be like them. Come join.
A party in there.
It's a party in the comments already. We just started.
It's a party. It's a party. It's a party.
Hey. So yeah, come be part of the show. It's always more enjoyable when y'all do that. So game that needs a name.
You need a Woo Yeah t-shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If merch, let's work on this. We're gonna work on that merch, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on that merch.
So the game that needs a name, it is Black History Month, and we're gonna talk about that Kendrick halftime show because I feel like Kendrick said, "Happy Black History Month, niggas," and I was like, "Thank you, my DEI." So for
My DEI.
for the game that needs, that's what it means now at this point.
Heavy on the nigga.
So, what up, my DEIs? For the game that needs a name, we are going to be doing Black actors and actresses. If you're unfamiliar with the game that needs a name, it is a rapid fire memory based game where we choose a topic, as we just said, Black actors and actresses. You cannot repeat. You only get about 5 seconds to answer, and the last person remaining wins. So, I forget which one of y'all had the idea for Black actors. So let's just do it in tech order. Oh, in that case, we're gonna go. We're gonna start with Eric.
That sounds like a stroke.
That's funny.
We're gonna go Eric, myself, then Ken, then Tim. Last one remaining wins.
Let's get it.
So, Black actors and actresses. Golly, it's getting the etiquette is then calm down again. So, Eric, Black actors and actresses. Golly,
Lord.
This is good.
give me a bell. Actresses, Black actors and actresses. Game that needs a name. Eric, kick us off.
To be in the moment, Sam Jackson.
Okay.
Will Smith,
Angela Bassett.
Willow Smith.
Jamie Foxx.
Taraji P. Henson.
Patty. Damn, she ain't know about Patty LaBelle. She act.
She was
Technically
in some Tyrese.
We're gonna do this.
My DEI. Denzel Washington.
Idris Elba.
Mary J. Blige.
I was about to say that.
Ludacris.
Let's get it, dude.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No, see. Issa Rae.
Cheryl Underwood. Is that? Yeah.
Marlon Wayans.
Sean Wayans.
Damian Wayans. We can do this.
Hey, Whoopi Goldberg.
Sharon Leo.
Who?
Sharon Leo.
I don't know what it is.
Neil?
We're gonna let it go though.
Is it Neil?
I think it's Neil.
Oh,
Anyway,
so-
Damon Wayans Jr.
You took mine. Blanking. Denzel? Did we say Denzel?
I said Denzel.
Golly.
Fantasia.
Jaden Smith.
Anybody say Wills? No,
I sure
you
did.
You did. I didn't say it. I was asking.
Time running up.
Michael Ealy.
Michael Ealy. No, I was saying white. My bad. I'll say Tom Hanks.
I mean, he was kind of black on that skit. He ain't
I'm
shit.
out.
He didn't say
I'm
nobody.
out.
He out.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
I'm saying nobody say he was out. Give me Don Cheadle.
Okay, that's a good
Kevin
one.
Hart.
John David Washington.
Okay.
That's a good one. Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. D.L. Hughley.
Steve Harvey.
Okay.
So quick.
I know.
Kevin Durant in Thunderstruck.
Oh, that's
Aaron Pierre.
Michael Jordan in
Damn.
Space Jam.
horrible. I got one.
Damn, I couldn't think of his
I
name.
thought you were gonna say Ray Allen.
I was about to say Kyrie Irving and Uncle Drew.
I was thinking of Old Boy Think Like a Man.
I thought you were saying
Terrence J.
So
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna say Ray Allen.
part of my problem is I don't remember names anymore.
Yeah.
I can be like, oh, that's so and so from that movie.
Yeah, that's what
And
I was thinking, or I'm thinking of whoever they played in that specific movie too.
I had him in the
because you
like,
said Tom Hanks, man.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
He was thinking of Wilson in that movie. Is that the nigga?
Hey,
the ball.
close enough. Wilson was the nigga.
Definitely one goddamn time.
Hey, Wilson was the nigga, fam. Wilson was black.
What are we?
He was black.
In Black History Month, seriously.
I will say this for Black History Month. I do believe that Marge Simpson is a black woman.
She is. Hair.
Bouvier is her maiden
Exactly.
name. She is Creole.
How she talk, fam.
She got an afro.
Wait. That's what you're going off of? Because Jacqueline Kennedy's maiden name was Bouvier. And that is the whitest woman of all
She
time.
got an afro, the tall afro on her head.
Because she got a high top.
Them
She
yellow ass
definitely
kids, she ain't white. She ain't white.
She got the hands. Mink, mink.
Yellow ass
Hey, she-
kids.
They all no, they ain't all yellow because you actually you know what I'm saying.
Ain't her
Not
sister-
Jay-Z saying Wilson was black.
See, there we go. Thank you.
That's
Wilson
the
was
hair
I ain't mean to start the bullshit now.
There we go. I know I wouldn't do this alone.
I was joking.
I know I wouldn't do this alone.
Marcus in the comments said, "What up, guys? Happy Black History Month."
Hey.
Samuel L. Jackson was badass.
For
That's
sure.
Hey,
listen, that's a perfect way to wrap this part up.
Mr. Lamar.
I want him to narrate my life.
Have y'all seen the social media thing where they show like the universal thing? It's like if my life was a movie and they put the song
Oh,
behind
yeah, I've
it that
seen that.
would be the opening song to the
Yeah.
movie of their life.
I'll
Oh,
say that.
yeah.
I know what mine would be.
What?
Kanye can't tell me nothing.
In this day and age.
Yeah.
And this
What's
is
wrong with
my-
Kanye?
That's
in this
right.
economy?
They can't hate. They can't make me hate Kanye, bro. I will never hate Kanye. Oh,
I don't know.
I
Mu-
gave that nigga up like a decade.
Music-
Like, I don't know what to tell
I mean,
you.
him as a person, but music wise, yeah, I can separate the two.
I can't.
People separate the two with R. Kelly.
I don't. I refuse.
That's how we gonna start our Black History.
He was singing love songs about a 12-year-old. I'm good.
That's the part that's difficult with R. Kelly music. Where I'd be like,
Yeah, man.
Because you don't know which song it
So
is.
y'all doing it? Y'all doing an R. Kelly song? Come on, y'all gonna
we've
stop.
had this
mid-stroke
conversation before.
and press the button. I'm not.
It's not on the page.
Exactly. Why would it even come up?
It might randomly pop in.
Why?
I mean,
See,
Huh.
That's
thank
your
you, Tim.
algorithm. 'cause you listen to
Superman
the-
High popped on the other day.
Never mind. We're about to get off
Superman.
that's that's his song.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That was funny.
Hey, listen, Morgan Free. Listen, Jay-Z.
What
The
is
game
it?
that needs
I
a
can't
name.
see. So
You know what?
I sure can't.
We really need to get just allow somebody to join these games.
Yeah,
And it's easy as
Because
well.
then we can ask, how did you forget?
because what always happens is after you finish, you be like, oh,
You
like,
think of everybody.
damn.
as soon as I was out, I was like Shamar Moore.
Yeah,
Literally, as soon as I said I ain't got no more, I was like, Shamar Moore.
Jalen Hurts.
I'll be having a strategy at the beginning, but then once we
It
get
all
started,
falls apart.
people like, man, I don't know what I was
Like,
thinking
if you
about.
focus too much on your strategy, then you don't hear what
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
got to pay attention to everybody else's
Yeah,
names.
it's definitely harder than it looks.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we'll get somebody else eventually.
Yeah, we've been talking. Hey, if you want to call, we will figure it out. We will call in.
They kick
We
the hill.
can have you call in. But again, a lot to talk about this week. So let's get into our actual slate for the week. And no, Shaolin, no one said Terrence Howard, Maine. Maine.
Post game clarity is crazy.
That's what it is, though.
It is.
It's just like,
The clarity.
you know.
I think we all got it.
Anywho, Super Bowl took place this past
Talk about
weekend.
clarity.
Peekaboo. That song's been stuck in my head since the Super Bowl, by the way. The Eagles dominated the Chiefs, though, in a 40-22 Super Bowl victory. What surprised y'all more? The Eagles' dominance or how futile Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs offense looked? Y'all in the comments, let us know which one was more surprising to y'all as well. But I'm going to actually start with you, Ken. What surprised you the most?
I think I was surprised. I was more surprised about how it seemed like the Chiefs' offensive line didn't get off the bus, or they were somewhere else. Literally, Patrick Mahomes was running for his life damn near the entire game, and it wasn't like it's just started and got better. It literally from the start, this man was running for his life.
Did you see the video of the woman in the crowd with a voodoo doll?
Yeah.
I did not.
No, she was sitting there poking the shit out of that motherfucker.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's wild.
Oh, we had to find her, fam. I'm like, yo, security. She cost me a goddamn Super Bowl. But no, it really was shocking. Because I went to the game expecting it to be a close game, a battle of offenses, a battle of defenses. But it got ugly really quick. And I was just I wasn't expecting that. Shout out to the Eagles. But the good thing that the Chiefs did do is that their defense did play well against the run. So that is one thing that they did get right. But offensively, they just couldn't get it together.
The voodoo doll is crazy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she was sitting there in front of all them people, stabbing the shit out of it.
Yeah, she was
Going crazy.
Whew.
She was.
Now, going into the game, I had the Eagles. I think Tim was the only one who had the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure.
Black quarterback.
And I said Patrick Mahomes has been sacked 36 times this year, y'all. He has been sacked a lot. The red zone offense ain't all that, and the Eagles can get pressure with their front four, which is the formula to beating Patrick Mahomes. Drop everybody else back, cause some chaos up front, and you live with those results. And they were able to execute that perfectly. Even though I came into the game saying that's why I think the Eagles will win. Seeing them execute it at that level still surprised me. Where I was like, y'all ain't got no points at halftime.
And the points, the 22 was just almost mercy points because they just took their foot off the gas. All right, we good.
For sure. Tim, what about you?
For me, it was the surprise was a little bit of both the dominance and also the futility of the Chiefs. I knew stopping the run was going to be the Chiefs' go-to because they feel like what we should do is stop Saquon. If we can stop Saquon, we're going to force Jalen to throw. We all know Jalen really don't want to throw like that.
Not a bad strategy.
Yeah,
it's not, and they did it to perfection. The problem was Jalen had a damn good game. He damn near played perfect. He almost had a perfect game if not for that pick. He was running when he wanted to. He hit little 5-yard outs when he wanted to, or 10-yard outs when he wanted to, or bombs when he wanted to.
That was a beautiful last touchdown to Smith.
Just dots, bro. He only missed, I think he was 17 or 22 or something like that. He legitimately controlled the offense and the game. Saquon was trying, but the Chiefs was like, hell no. If we ain't letting you off, my boy, you touch that ball 2 yards. Or behind it, they were hell-bent on no. If he gonna beat us, he gonna beat us. And he whooped their ass.
He did.
He whooped their ass.
And that's what we were talking about too last week, where I was against the Bills, we saw Cook get loose. And I was like, but I think that was more so because the game plan for the Chiefs was we more worried about Josh Allen than we are about Cook. He gonna do what he gonna do. We gonna stop Josh Allen. And then against the Eagles, they said we gonna stop Saquon. The fact they were able to do that to y'all, impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
But Jalen Hurts was ready for the moment.
Yeah. He came to cook.
He was ready for the moment.
I mean, he got hella the weapons on his side of the ball. Is just again, you say, "Oh, we're gonna stop Saquon." Cool, but you got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and Goddard. You still and then Saquon can go out for a fucking pass.
He's arguably the best receiving running back in the league. I said arguably.
No, it's not an argument. He just started catching the damn ball. That is not even no. That's why he was fumbling that damn catch. They said, okay, it's cool with the running back fumbling catching the ball. No, not Saquon. He cold, but he's close to the AP like that.
Yeah, AP was one of them dudes who was just dominant running the ball, but like that's why when you compare him against like
LaDainian
LT,
was
where it's like, well,
you get both.
he about to go and get some. Yeah, he can catch.
But the AP's running was just
So dominant. So dominant. I hated the Vikes, man. I hated Adrian Peterson. Eric, what about you though? What surprised you more? The Chiefs' offensive no motion or that defense from the Eagles?
I don't think I would say it necessarily surprised me, but I came away very impressed by Philadelphia's defense. Like, I think that was one of the all-time defensive performances in Super Bowl history. Like, who?
Tampa Bay.
I was going to say the Ravens in
2000. Because the only points they didn't even give them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that was what was impressive to me. Like, I think we've kind of talked about it throughout the year. Like, Kansas City's been shaky. They've just pulled it out.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled out wins in situations when they shouldn't have, but like we've kind of talked about, like it's kind of smoke and mirrors a little bit, and just like Patrick Mahomes being great in clutch situations, but like they weren't like some all-time offense that just got stymied. Like it was just like, oh, they were kind of mid going in, and they just got stomped. Like,
can I ask something? So I saw this going around like on sports media, and they were saying that this Super Bowl proves that Tom Brady is the best, and like you can't even put Patrick
Tom Brady
Mahomes.
Lost how many Super Bowls?
He's lost some too. Like he didn't go back to back.
That's what I'm saying. Like how
can
can like that's the thing that I hate when people like, especially with sports media, like when you're in a moment, like stop jumping out the fucking window. like Patrick Mahomes is still fucking Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So this man losing this way, of course, don't nobody want to lose that bad in the Super Bowl.
No.
But he has been to the Super Bowl so many fucking times, and it's like he is the most dominant quarterback right now.
Yeah.
So
Brady was what 7-3 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
which
that's 10 Super Bowls, bro.
Nuts.
And who beat him twice?
Super Bowls.
Eli.
Also, like
the GOAT.
Well, Giants fans seem to be surprised that he wasn't the first ballot Hall of Famer. It's like,
Hey,
no, he wasn't.
Hey man, I don't care, bro. Like Eli was decent.
Wait,
man.
real quick to
It's
that
not
point.
the Hall of Decent.
I don't care, man.
Shout out to Sterling Sharp, who
Shout out to him.
finally got into the Hall of Fame. Well deserved.
I like that.
Had me tearing
Yeah,
up.
I was just gonna say that. Like I was like, that was real like touching. Because like I love their relationship, like for real.
Sit down for a second.
And that was real too. Like he's like, you had the harder job. You the big brother. I at least had your game plan to follow. I got to follow you, but you had to set the tone. It had to be perfect. But catch up on some of these comments. Dwayne added that a shutout by half was surprising.
Yeah,
absolutely,
for sure.
Jay-Z said that how futile the Chiefs played. I know the Eagles were gonna play tough. Facts. Shaolin added that I was just saying the entire morning of the game that the Chiefs were going to get dog walked. The Eagles just bought the leash. That's a bar. See, that's why you did our theme song. You got the bars, man. You got the bars. And then Marcus also added that the Chiefs offense not having an answer to the Eagles D. The defense wasn't even blitzing. Also, I mentioned the 60s Packers 3-peat. Absolutely, Marcus. Everybody wanted to act like nobody had ever won 3 championships.
60s fam, who checking that?
I mean,
we got 3 of them.
Wait. If we want to be semantic,
it was
people were
Super
saying
Bowls.
Super Bowl.
But they were acting as if no one had ever won 3 championships, period. Like, this is the first time. Like, no, put some respect on the Green Bay Packers. Put some respect. This league been around over 100 years. We on Super Bowl 59.
Hey man.
I'm just saying, don't be mad because even if you add your before Super Bowl titles, y'all ain't got that many. Don't come at me like that with that energy, brother.
Give us 2 years. I guarantee.
And what?
Guarantee the Bears be in the Super Bowl. 2 years.
Right,
Book it.
Someone
2
write this
years.
down. Book it.
Book it. 2 years. Caleb
You
MVP.
willing to make it interesting?
Caleb MVP.
This gonna
Book
be
it.
a clip.
He's not. That's why he keep talking over everybody.
Book it.
Oh, we put money on
You
it?
put money on it?
In 2 years, what we putting on it?
I got $50 that within the next 2 years, the Bears do not win a Super Bowl.
We can do that.
Calm down, nephew.
We can do that. Oh, hey, come on, man. We can do that.
Everybody betting 50 on their own?
We can do that.
50?
Yeah, so like our 150 against your 50.
All right, bet.
Actually, I guess you
2 years.
No, he gonna have to
goddamn.
give us 150. I want my 50.
I'm gonna be broke as we fucking around anymore.
Dwayne said, I want that bet.
Hey man, we ain't ask y'all, bro. Chill out. 2.
I can't even have.
Can I put 3?
That bet
Let me add another year on that. Let's say 3.
Now he's trying to
Another year.
Even then, I still wouldn't take that
3.
bet.
I'm taking it. All right.
Good luck. I love the confidence.
I'm actually confident that the Packers will win, and I probably wouldn't take that.
Can I ask? I've been thinking about this. This is completely off topic, but it's about winning. Of the 3 major sports franchises in Wisconsin, so Bucks, Packers, Brewers, which one of those teams wins a championship first?
I've
been thinking about just random sports thoughts to be popping in my mind when I'm brushing my teeth in the morning. I was like, dang,
The Brewers strong though.
but when they win a World Series,
I don't know.
I'll probably go Packers just because one, I feel like it's not necessarily the easiest to win the Super Bowl, but you really
have
just
the
gotta
most
get
pieces.
hot at the right time.
Yeah, I can see the Packers too.
And the
Tim over
Packers
there
have
still
like the
thinking.
best organization.
Mm-hmm.
They're young, like they're on the way up.
yeah.
Bucks are kind of on the back slope.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Packers.
Tim, what you think? He still
I
Dwayne
wanna
said Brew Crew.
And that's not far fetched.
Because
Brewers.
we cooking in the Central right now. Even
Yeah.
with the young squad that
Well, I
we
mean,
had,
that's
the
'cause
makeshift
the Central
six.
Yeah, exactly. This would be the
The
perfect
first
time
step
for them
is
to
getting
actually,
into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's to actually do something.
And
I mean, but y'all keep talking about like
we
how the
also
Packers,
had like the third best record in the league. So it's not like
and
they
then flame out
suck.
as soon as they
I
to the-
get it, but they're also young too.
They're
Same as the
literally like
Packers.
one trade away, like 1 or 2 trades
same
away.
as the Packers. Like they're
Yeah.
right there where they're coming up, and they're gonna be problem. They're going to be a problem. That's why that's why I was stuck at. Like, it's between the Brewers and the Packers.
Yeah.
'Cause
Brewers have a
Bucks
good
probably got a 2-year window, and do we really think they gonna win it? I'm not canning on his confidence on his team. Next 2 years, I don't know. It's iffy for the Bucks.
If Giannis is healthy, like they got a chance.
We got a chance, but
And that's the thing, like, can he get there healthy? Which we gonna talk about that a little bit later. But I've been thinking about that. I don't have an answer.
I'll go with the Packers though.
I feel like Packers
Okay.
probably
Less
is
games,
the closest
like
one.
you said, hot streak, and we feel like we're closer and it's more tangible with them right now today than probably the Brewers at the end of next
Really,
season.
the Packers, like if they play correctly in the season, they just got to win 3 games.
But that's the whole thing with football too, where it's like, at least in baseball and in basketball, you got
It's
a series.
Yeah.
In football, you can be the best team. We've seen the Packers be that,
Seen
and
the
then,
Lions.
and you just and then you just lose it. So I don't know. I've been thinking about that, so I just wanted to ask y'all.
No, I'm telling you, Bears win the championship in my lifetime, nigga, I'm gonna be ugly crying.
Well, according to you, it's gonna be within the next 2 years.
Right.
I said 2-3,
Bring the tissue.
No,
2-3. I'm
That was
being
due.
ugly crying.
I wouldn't blame you.
Jordan memeing in this motherfucker.
The Ken meme. Let me ask y'all this.
Wait, sorry. The Jordan, why was he crying? Like I don't remember what he was talking about.
It was at
when
the Hall of
It was
Fame.
a
I
Hall
know
of
it was at
Fame.
the Hall of Fame. I just don't remember like what he was actually talking about when he
I
started.
don't
crying.
either. I just seen him. I know it's at the Hall of Fame.
It was just an
Because I
emotional
feel like
moment.
his whole speech was like shitting on
The
people.
whole
Like, I don't
speech
even remember.
wasn't. It was a specific
Hey,
part.
Was he talking about his
That's
dad?
funny.
Probably.
It probably was.
Oh, put a nail in the Chiefs' final coffin. The first text message I got as soon as the game ended was they didn't get away with it.
Oh shit. That's
I mean,
crazy.
it looked shaky to begin with because
Hey.
that first call against the Eagles was questionable.
Shout out to Dwayne. That shit was
Can't keep
hilarious.
getting away with it.
They didn't get away with this. No, they did not this time.
They didn't. The game was underwhelming in of itself. But what did y'all think about the commercials?
Mm.
Any commercials stand out to y'all?
The commercials are probably even more underwhelming.
It wasn't no. It wasn't like any banger. You know, sometimes it'll be like at least a few commercials that literally like everybody's talking about, like either water cooler or social media or something like that. This year, I didn't really hear anyone talk about any commercials at all.
It's
To
been
be
like
honest,
that for a few years. I feel like where
Yeah.
nothing has really come to the top. I like the Uber Eats commercial, but they've been kind of doing this thing for a while of like football is designed to make you hungry.
Which is I was like, they go keep
That
running
was-
with this joke. I was like, it's
Yeah.
unculminated.
But I liked it. Like it made
Yeah,
me
it's
like
funny.
it was a funny commercial. Matthew McConaughey.
Jerry,
played-
what are you eating? Jerry's eating rice.
And in this one, they was at like Buffalo eating the wings. Like they should get a football team. They wings. Like it was. It made me. It almost made me want to order some Uber Eats. Not Uber Eats though, DoorDash.
I was
Last
saying
time I
Uber-
ordered Uber Eats, the chick walked away with my food and never
She ate
came.
your food.
What you mean? She walked to the door.
No, bro, she Uber
Fam.
ate her shit.
The last time I did Uber Eats, I ordered some food from Popeyes. It was like
Ah,
7
that's where you
o'clock
messed
at
up.
night. I know, but they had my order. She was on
That
her
chick
way.
was smelling too good in the car.
I checked my phone. Like it's taking a while because the Popeyes is on 27th and Capitol. Y'all know where I stay at.
Yeah. I'll take that.
And I
long.
looked, and it said she was walking, and I said, "Walking."
Oh.
So I sent her a message like, "Hey, it say you walking. Is that accurate?" And then next thing I knew, it said your order has been canceled. And I said, "How dare she walk away with my food?"
She was walking in her house and shit. She was like, "Free food on me. Let's go."
The funny part is that was probably a dude in a car. Like,
Dog. I'm so
every
tired
time
of
I've had a woman driver, it'll be like a woman on a bike and it'll be a dude in the car. Like, I'm like, I don't know what DoorDash is doing for their dashers.
Uber Eats kind of hot too.
The worst part about it, though, let me go back to the commercial. The worst part of that Uber Eats experience was I went to reorder my order, and then Popeyes no longer had my food.
Damn.
So not only did she
They
take
ran
my
out
food,
of chicken.
she took the last of it too.
Damn.
Hey, that fresh Popeyes be smelling immaculate
It'd be
though.
fantastic.
It be smelling
Crunch
fine.
on that chicken.
Man, Shaolin said the seal with Seal's face on it. I was like, what the F am I
No,
watching?
that was funny.
That was the most memorable one.
Hey, that one was funny because I was like, "Wait, is that Seal? Seal a Seal? What the fuck?"
I definitely was like,
I
dog.
was like, "They crazy
Not
though."
Steel Square.
I was like, you know what? I actually fuck with this one. I was like, I'll fuck with this
No,
one.
that one was funny though. That one was.
I don't know why it took this long, but
That was a good
That
one.
was funny. That was a good one.
I also like the Nike one they have for the women athletes, where it's like they gonna talk about you doing this, they gonna talk about you, so you might as well win. I like that one a lot.
Yeah,
mine was the NFL Play 60.
That one was cold,
the
too.
girls flag football.
yeah, that was really
That was
good.
campaign for the.
That was
I think
dope.
they should make it a varsity sport in all 50 states. I'm dope. That's dope. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. In this time, I don't know how much.
Backing.
Yeah,
Like I said, a lot of like athletes, celebrities have been on this campaign with them too. So like that's just their Super Bowl ad, but it's been like a push for a minute.
no, I mean it's a very noble cause, and I support it 100%. I'm just saying, like the reality of the situation that we are living in currently does not support.
They can do it.
I will say this too. I think it was the Coffee Mates commercial when they had the tongues that was just flicking in the air.
That was wild.
I didn't even see
That was wild.
That was like that was what stood out the most to me. Like I don't even. I
was
remember
tongues.
that
It
one.
was just
But it
flicking
was just,
tongues, fam.
Like
Freaky
the
tongues?
undercurrent of all these commercials is like way too much freaky ass niggas.
Freaky tongues is crazy.
The flying mustaches and
The
shit.
flying mustaches gave me the ick. It was like the breast cancer awareness one was like, like sure, good cause, but also like it wouldn't have been as effective if you weren't just like throwing boobs in people's faces. Like,
Hey, listen, I told my wife, I was like, I support it.
Exactly.
You gave me something else to watch.
I love me some titties.
Okay.
Support them.
see, this underscores my point.
What the? That dude look creepy as fuck.
It was just a big
It's a coffee.
coffee.
Yeah,
mate.
just a big ass tongue.
He took a sip of his coffee and his tongue started
Start
to
going
freak
crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
out. And that was a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh no, I'm straight on that. Hey, my man's looking at him like, what the fuck?
As he
Somebody in
should.
the marketing team with
As
the
he
intrusive
should.
thoughts, man.
Now
Oh.
let's have the conversation because the Super Bowl halftime show has been garnering a lot of the conversation. What did y'all think of Kendrick's halftime performance?
10 out of 10.
I enjoyed
Peekaboo.
myself.
I did too. Kendrick came. He said, "I'm not about to do no hits. I'm about to tell y'all a message. Y'all gonna like it."
A word.
Like, wait, what hits are people mad that he didn't
No,
perform?
no.
All right.
Okay.
Any some of his older stuff
Swimming
like swimming
pools,
pools.
money trees.
Y'all don't even got that much time, right?
No,
Bitch Don't
for
Kill My
sure.
Vibe.
If you don't have that much time,
He already don't have that much time.
Who would have thought he was gonna do peekaboo?
Yeah.
So the word that I heard that kind of like, okay, I think it was Charlamagne. He was like, he super catered it towards his fans. Which I'm like,
I don't know if I
That's
even agree
fair.
with that.
Yeah,
I
don't
do,
think he catered
I
because-
don't think he catered it to his fans. I
I
think
don't
he
think so
catered
either.
it to himself and having something that he wanted.
He
to
did
get
it what
off.
he wanted to do.
Like
but he did most of his he did a lot of his GNX shit.
well,
which if-
Because he about to tour.
But
Yeah.
his fans know the GNX shit. A lot of his fans that not or people that's not his
Ain't-
fans don't know a lot of
But
his
ain't
GNX.
GNX like his most streamed
yeah,
album?
yeah, that's the most free too.
People that are not his fans though
But if it's
don't
his
know
biggest,
much.
if it's
I
his,
hear you, but there's a lot of people that never heard none of the shit that he's played too. And
Well,
it's a
if they
lot of
never
content.
heard of him, then they ain't gonna hear him.
Not hear of him, heard the shit that he played. Not saying the shit is just
Yeah, it was
things
songs,
that
it was plenty of
it was
songs
songs that he
people
was playing
didn't
that
know
people didn't know. They was like, oh, I
Yeah.
know like 2 or 3 of these songs, but I don't know most of it because most of it was off the new album.
He started the thing off with an unreleased track.
Correct.
That no
Okay.
one
And then
had
the
ever
next
heard.
song was I think
Squabble Up.
Squabble Up, which is
off the new album.
a single off of the new album.
That has been all like ESPN. has
Again,
been
it's still off the new
documenting.
album. Most of his set list was off the new album. He had Humble and DNA that wasn't outside of All the Stars and the other SZA song. But outside of that, everything else was pretty much GNX.
But yeah, it was all GNX. But I don't think that because it's from that album equates that it was only for his fans. I think that equates to he had a message that he was trying to deliver, and he's also going on tour. So like this is the album that he's going to play. I don't think it has to do with his fans because fans wanted to hear some of the first
shit too.
Like shit. Yeah, and you go to a concert for that,
right? So
you don't come to the Super Bowl.
When he did Euphoria, that's when I was like, oh.
He's just making a statement.
Oh, like he's like, making a lot.
Dwayne said he wasn't on the type of time for all right.
No, it was no positive time for all right.
No, he's saying like the mood. Like
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't that type of party.
With Samuel L. Jackson playing Uncle Sam and him being the voice around it of like, this is how America expects you to act. And I loved like when Kendrick started getting into the hood bag and he was like, what is wrong with you? Do you not know how to play the game? And then you see throughout it, you had the X and the O and the square and the triangle from the PlayStation. So that game thing was all about it throughout the whole thing. Even when he started doing, I forget which one during that squabble up whole part. In the crowd, real quick, it flashed like warning, wrong way of like, this is white America is not going to enjoy this, sir.
They did
wrong, and they did not.
Oh no, they was they was upset.
But I do like I enjoyed it, and I'm a fan. So like to your point, I guess like maybe it was catered to me, but it's like I don't like the thing that Kendrick fans do after anything that he does, where it's like, it's just going over your head. You're not smart enough.
I hate it.
Like you got to get the hidden message, and like he tapped his hand 3 times, so that's where the 3 eyes of the.
I hate it.
Like
open your third eye. You gotta open it. I hate it.
Sometimes you can understand something and still not like it.
It did. Why do I like? Because I was like, I'm not a true Kendrick fan. But I was like, I respect him, and I was like, I like his music. Niggas like chastise me. What you mean? You all nigga, you ain't for nigga. Eat a dick, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm a Kendrick fan.
Just because I'm not a fan don't mean nothing. Like I respect his music and all of this stuff.
I'm a Kendrick fan who never liked to Pimp a Butterfly, and the amount of times that people tried to tell me it was because I'm like, I get it. I truly understand.
Like why Kendrick fans got to be so woke or feel like they so woke?
To Pimp a Butterfly,
they Dr. Umar in our
music. Like it was just very much not like
that's not. I can't like it's a couple on there. It just
wasn't for me.
But I don't
exactly,
like it.
And that's fine.
But I still fuck with him as an artist.
But he's still one of my top 5 favorite rappers. I just don't like that album. And yes, I understand it. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I just hate like they automatically go into here are all the Easter eggs and blah blah blah. Like
come on,
you gonna like it? Like I gotta break it down for you. I gotta explain. Here's why you gonna like it. Because like look at all these layers and blah blah blah. It's like
not gonna help.
We get it.
Now what I will say, the flip side to that is that I do enjoy that his music is art in the way that you do.
Right.
Have
I appreciate that. It's truly layered.
Yeah, and I love it.
And I love that. Like I do love the layers that he had at the Super Bowl, especially in this climate. I love when he finally did his ballots and Samuel L. Jackson like, that's what we want.
See, there you go.
There you go. You know, that's what I'm talking about. He told that man he lost a life when they was doing Man in the Mirror in front of the street. I was like, I said, Man in the Garden. Thank you. Man, the street lights caught me off.
Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror is Mike Jackson.
I wonder if it was the dude that was on top of the light pole. You know, boy, I was laying on top of it.
And I love the way he teased Not Like Us throughout it. And when he finally did it, I love the little intro before it. And then when it finally came in, and you just be like, yes.
I was like, he did it.
When he says, hey, Drake.
I hear you like I'm young.
Pure menace.
Exactly. My eyes got me. I was like, oh, shit.
To be fair, each portion of the song, I was like, is he going? Oh, is he going? Oh, shit. He really. Damn, is he go? He ain't gonna say that though. Like he didn't get the pee off.
You can't say that.
You definitely can't. The FAA, the FCC gonna be on his ass. He got more than Drake to worry about.
But like, I will say, like the performance, like first of all, like the artistry was great.
Amazing. Like, the visuals amazing.
The visuals were great, but the performance aspect of it itself, like the fact that he was rapping live, no backing tracks.
But that's what he do though, right?
That's what I love him so
much. The pop out was like when I was like, I gotta see him make concert. Like it has to happen. But like the fact that he was like editing his songs like as he went, like he just like didn't say the cuss word.
I would have said nigga a few times. I'm not. I would have.
Oh yeah, and I would have definitely slipped up.
That man was editing
like he's dedicated to his craft. So I get why he kind of resents certain people that he doesn't feel are authentic to like the art form, but like it's very impressive.
It is.
Shout out. Yeah.
It is.
Shout out to him, man. It was great.
I've seen Kendrick in concert. That's when he really jumped into my top 5 because he did.
I saw him at Summerfest.
I saw him at Pfizer when he came for the
Baby King.
Yes, his last album, Mr. Morale Tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when he gave us 2 hours, no backing tracks, rapping, moving around the stage. Breath. I was
And
just
he
like,
be wearing hot ass clothes. Like, and
He did have big ass coat on, jacket on.
man, peekaboo.
Pop out, he had a hoodie on and
Yeah,
kept the hood
time.
up the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, you have to respect him though.
Yeah.
Like
so
as an artist, like he is like top notch.
I also need to say for everybody, someone who they don't like it, and some of the people who like, I can understand what he's saying. I'm talking direct. Let me look at the camera. I'm talking directly to you, okay? Because we had to sit through Tom Petty halftime shows.
Tom Petty, get the fuck out of here.
And U2, who had a good show.
Hey, you two did have a good
They
show.
had a good show.
But it's still like, come on.
But we ain't their target audience.
Exactly. Like, come
Let
on.
us have something, okay?
Exactly.
And
but they said that we having too much though. We
somebody
having
said-
too much fun.
Well, I mean, like, we shouldn't have been racist.
We having too. They having too much fun.
Give us the altar.
They finna have Morgan Wallen next year, boy.
And they
Oh,
might-
he
might
said-
actually.
He say nigga more than
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Oh, Lord.
That's why I said him. He gonna be the main one.
But I also want to say for everybody saying the Super Bowl halftime show was weak.
Mhm.
It already has over 33 million views on the NFL YouTube page. And to put that into perspective,
Mm-hmm.
Usher's performance last year has 33 million views. Kendrick has surpassed that in a day.
Mm-hmm.
So, also, I need to try to find tickets to the Kendrick Lamar concert, his stadium tour.
Chicago or Minnesota?
One of those two, because I can't go much further than that.
I wouldn't mind.
Minnesota's the first one.
I want to see SZA too. So I heard SZA put some really good
She was
songs.
at
out.
Summerfest
I'm-
last year.
Yeah,
She did the
Can I just say she was not singing?
No, she wasn't.
Oh,
That was
shit.
definitely.
but I wasn't expecting her. To
I
sing,
didn't
though.
either.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to really sing. She was looking good. She was looking good though.
Yeah, SZA. Yeah.
It wasn't even close to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was doing what she had to do though.
All right. Any last thoughts around the Super Bowl before we move on to the NBA?
No, let people enjoy what they enjoy. Stop being so negative because you don't enjoy something.
That's a fact. That's what
If everybody can just get past that, we'll be okay. Some people loved it, some people hated it. It's cool. It's cool to have your opinion. It's cool that you didn't like it, but don't jump down other people's throats just because you feel like you didn't like something. So you got to make it so you have to force someone else not to. And let people enjoy what they enjoy, man.
Absolutely.
And stop hating on the fucking time.
Eric just looked it up. That Super Bowl performance from Kendrick's up to 38 million views. Now it was 33 this morning.
You know they gonna say it's bots.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kendrick
That's what
had
Drake was talking about.
I don't know, man. When,
I
the whole Grammys and the whole Super Bowl is going A minor, like I don't know if that's bots. Man.
Kendrick said it. You can't fake influence. You have to do this here. Sheldon says he's gonna be in Chicago. Don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm gonna make it happen. Hey, Shells, hit me, fam. We can figure this all out as a family.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I have this up now because I was looking at it earlier.
How much?
This is on Ticketmaster, so don't say. No, I was looking at these because I'm gonna be over there when this happens. So
You gonna do the
I'm looking
international?
at this one. I'm trying to be cryptic.
Hey, man, we know you got a passport.
Exactly.
Marcus said that he loved the halftime show and Kendrick saying 40 acres and a mule. And then Jay-Z added, what do y'all think about the people who feel Lil Wayne should have been there? He shouldn't have.
He shouldn't have.
Have you seen Lil Wayne in concert?
Lil Wayne said himself that he don't remember most of his shit. So how he go put up a set? He was like, I can't. He was like, I don't remember that song.
I just keep thinking about WrestleMania.
That's my point.
That's all I just keep going back to. I'm like, I fuck with you, my boy, but
It's all
like
right, man.
Boosie was talking about, like, we got enough artists in Louisiana. We
that's
should
not-
got no.
Nobody want to see that shit.
Like, literally, Lil Wayne's the only person that ever, like, only rapper from Louisiana that could ever.
White people was mad about Kendrick Lamar. You think they gonna be happy about Boosie Badass at the Super Bowl? Like Webby, what the?
I
fuck?
do like that the NFL had the New Orleans flair for all the pregame
Yeah,
show
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
leading up to it.
Mhm.
Like, that's cool to highlight the city there, but like everybody who had this Lil Wayne energy, the Super Bowl next year is in the Bay Area. Y'all want an E40 two
Exactly.
short?
Whoa. Tell them where to go.
Larry June.
Hey, that'd be lit though.
Hey. Who is
Larry
my
June
guy?
would be-
I do love me some Larry June. But like, let's be real, y'all. Let's be real.
It's just gonna be Marshawn Lynch.
Right. Shaolin added, so we're just gonna ignore Serena Williams up there. Thank you for bringing that
Oh
back
yeah,
up.
she shows up there.
No, we won't. Surprised me to see her doing her the crip walk on the stage, but it was a nice touch, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Also, Stephen A. Smith, you ought to fight.
Oh yeah, he wild.
What'd he say?
Talking about he would divorce her if he
For
was her
what?
husband.
Because, like, she up there, like, if
Giving
you
too
care
much
that much
attention for
about
your
your ex, then you need to
First-
go back to her.
It's not even just about The ex.
I agree.
It's not.
Hating ass niggas, man.
That's why you ain't married now, Stephen A. Smith.
That's like speaking of jumping out the window. Like that's what that is, man.
But you know, it's funny. I was actually talking to my mom about that yesterday. I was like, she did what a lot of people wish they can do. What they ex is like, just
Dance on that girl.
dance on like fuck you here. I'm dancing. Yeah, fuck out you talking about. Ha, and I'm gonna go about my business. Like
Dance
to
on
be
the
fair, a
grave
lot
is
of people
crazy.
really be like, once they done with they be like, fuck them. And if I can get any kind of retribution on that, I'm not that type, but there are a lot of people that are. They would love to be Serena in that situation where you dancing on with your ops on your ex.
And the thing is, like, he's been taking shots at her
For
husband,
years.
her and her husband recently. Like, it's not like she just came out of the ether to like dance on his grave. It's like, no, he earned that. Like, that's the whole thing about Drake through this whole thing. Like, people are like, why they piling on Drake? Why they trying to take down Drake? Drake has made a whole bunch of enemies for a long ass time. And like now people are in a position where like, yeah, fuck you, I'm gonna take you out. Like,
because he ain't gonna be able to damage
with,
them.
like, it's the same but different. Like with 50 Cent and Earth Guy, it's like that's real life beef. And like I don't know what to tell you. Like
if I don't have no remorse for it, I don't know what to tell you. Like it ain't your relationship, it was ours.
Yeah.
That's
God damn. Sorry, I just looked up Chicago prices.
Is that the all-in ticket price, or is that before the fees?
That's before the fees per person.
This is wait, no, okay, like it's doing a weird. Let me
No, it ain't weird. It's accurate.
Hey, when you see numbers, you like,
let me go ahead and reboot. Be real on the screen real quick.
these numbers can't be real. Hold on, let me refresh.
I hit the wrong
that
button.
was the two ticket price.
I took the
That's
filters
one.
off.
I mean, I'm not going by myself.
Well, I mean, you know.
We know what I'm gonna do. This is June 6th. I'm gonna just wait until June 1st and wait for people to be like, I'm not. See, I feel you, Shells. I understand now. We gonna wait on the ticket market to drop. But one last Serena thought, then we move on to NBA. I also love that she was on this stage crip walking when she caught so much flack back at the London Olympics after she won, and she was crip walking there too. I just love the layers of like, I love displays of blackness, right? Even if it's not respectability politics, if it's not the type of black person you want to see, I love all of the different shades and types of blackness that there is out there in the world. And to see the hood come on the stage and see Crip walking and all, like happy Black History Month, my DEIs. That's all I really can say about that one. Like that was smooth. I enjoyed it. Okay. NBA. Last week we discussed the trade deadline, things that happened. This man Ken wasn't here. And since then, they even had a trade rescinded. They said, takes backs, please. So, Ken, I'm going to give you the mic to talk a little bit about the Lakers and how you feeling about Mark Williams not being a Laker no more? Or maybe he will be after Charlotte get done with him. But
Yeah, the first initial trade, especially with Williams, is that excited. It was like, okay, cool. We got a solid, we have a solid big and everything like that. But I know we was discussing at the beginning, before we got on air, and he's has some injuries, some lagging injuries and everything like that. So that is the reason why things are being rescinded. The Lakers did make a move and pick, what was the guy they picked up from
Alex Len.
Picked up a center from San Antonio.
Y'all dropped Sacramento.
Sacramento, my bad.
But y'all dropped Christian Wood to pick them up.
Yeah.
Which
no big whoop.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, it's fine. But let's get to the real thing, Luka. All right, y'all know I was a Maverick fan and watched Maverick games just because of fucking Luka. So for Luka to come to LA, Lakers, y'all always know how to do it. We always find a way.
I don't fucking know how.
We always find a way.
They always.
We always find a way.
Always.
All they did was pick up the phone.
And they
okay,
answered
what you hating on that for? They always find a way.
They always.
The future is here, baby. LeBron.
They have a face to carry from 10 to 15.
Hey.
Always
find a way, man.
They said Rob Pelinka said, you for real?
I would say the same thing. But one thing I do want to say about, like, stop disrespecting AD.
Yeah.
Like, AD is not a slouch. AD is not trash. AD has been solid for the past few. Like, last year he played over 70 games. So let's not talk like AD is trash. AD is not one of the best players in the NBA.
So I was on that type of time last week, and then he promptly gets hurt.
Okay, we know that's what he does.
But that's part of the problem.
But it's like if you, as the Dallas Mavericks, have identified like, hey, we don't trust Luka because we think his his long-term
gonna get
prognosis
fat.
ain't great. We don't want to pay him all this money.
Because my man's like to drink a beer or two.
Because we think he's going to get hurt.
Like, come
It's
on,
like,
man.
okay, that's fine. But then why are you targeting Anthony Davis?
Who fault is that?
Theirs. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm
It's
not,
a win
I'm
for
not
us.
talking about the
No,
Lakers.
I know.
I'm saying, like, decision-making, like,
The thought process.
the
gonna
thought
be-
process behind it was
Yeah.
kind of like,
Little
it's a little flawed.
If the front office just didn't like Luka for some reason and y'all want to move from Luka, that's
Ownership.
fine. Yeah, the ownership. Like, it is what it is. Look, another man's trash. So, like, I'm excited. First thing, I was like, I cannot wait to buy a fucking Luka jersey when they're available. I'm going to the game Thursday, so if my man's actually gonna be out there.
Game on
That's not
Thursday.
this Thursday.
No, it's next week. Is it next? No, it is. It's this week.
No,
Definitely next month.
next month.
month.
I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Wait,
Yes, next
yeah, I'm
month,
tripping. My
sir.
bad.
March.
I'm tripping.
It is
But
the
yeah,
All-Star weekend.
yeah, I'm tripping. My bad. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of
Tomorrow.
I'm excited. Chill out, nigga. Whose segment is this? Let me fucking talk. This. I wasn't even here last week. God damn.
You right.
They
Fuck.
play March 13th and then March 20th. I'm
March
assuming
13th.
March 13th.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, look, I'm extremely excited, dude. Like, like, at a loss for words, bro. Like, seeing him and LeBron on the court and just seeing how happy Luka was looking and shit.
Luka was so happy.
Like, my nigga, and this is the first game he played in 6 months, too.
2 months.
My nigga was
I said,
cheesing.
oh, my bad.
You want some Tim? You want some Tim
I said 2
stats?
months. My bad. I said 6 months. I'm sorry. I'm
You think
excited. I
those
told you I'm excited. I'm excited. But no, it's just like, I don't like, how could this possibly happen?
So take
Like,
us,
that's all I'm looking at. I'm like, I'm excited.
take us through because like we talked about it last week for us. Like when you got that message, when you saw that flash across your phone,
You got goosebumps now thinking about
Exactly.
it.
It's
what
just
was
like-
your like? What was your immediate reaction?
My first reaction was like, you had text everybody. I was laying in the bed or whatever, chilling. And I'm just like, I was like, wait. And then you even said that all Jam's stuff got hacked. So I was like, oh fuck. I was like, oh, it's hacked, cool. Like, but then I was like, fuck, let me go on Twitter and see what's going on. And then like starting to see the reports like, yo, this is actually real. I'm like, wait, I stood up, started walking around. I was like, wait, this no, hell no, this can't be real. My phone started going crazy. People texting me like, yo, you see this? People calling. I'm talking about first thing I yelled was, Luka, let's go. But yeah, super geek, bro.
Damn, they was calling you late as a motherfucker.
This man was on
Yeah,
his,
fam. I was up until like 2, 3 in the morning, fam.
That's what we
Like, I
happened.
was excited, my nigga. I couldn't even sleep.
This man was on his mustard.
Yeah. I was like, let's go, fam. Like, look, bro, we got Luka. Like, that shit is nuts.
That's crazy.
fam.
Your phone was blowing up for great news. My phone was blowing up as well that morning when Chris Middleton got traded for all the wrong reasons. So
Hey,
many
man.
people was texting me and calling me.
Kuzma ain't that bad. Bro.
Someone had a wellness check on
Ken,
me.
Kuzma ain't that bad.
Ken,
He's not that bad. He just need a little polishing.
you know
what? Since
you know what? You're right.
He just needs a
Since
little
we're
work. That's
here-
what I'm saying. He just need a little work.
No,
Since we here, I know Tim, you wanted to kind of talk a little bit about Kyle Kuzma. So why don't we just slide right into that?
Okay, we got Lucas. Okay. I don't know how that feels.
Wait. Before
I
we
don't
move
know how
on
that
to Luka,
feels.
what did you think of it?
Because I was like, this can't be real.
It don't
Like,
make
that's how
sense.
it just seemed like this is like an impossible feat that just happened.
Let me ask you this. Then we can do the Kyle Kuzma
Mhm.
part of it. How many superstars in the league, straight up 1-for-1 trade? Forget the money
Man.
aspect of it, but just superstars. If the Mavericks called you and you was the GM,
Mm-hmm.
what superstars do you say no? I am not making this 1-for-1 trade for. Because in my mind,
Probably just Giannis.
there's 4 guys I would say no to,
I think
and
it's-
only 4.
3 off the top of my head, so you can.
Yeah,
like, I
Giannis.
know it's Giannis, Jokic, Wemby are my 3.
My
SGA
4th is
is the
SGA.
Yeah, SGA.
I
too.
think they would at least think about.
No,
it.
I would have thought about that too.
You might,
I ain't gonna
but
lie.
I would-
Yeah,
I think the
would've
3
thought about
no-brainers are the 3 I named.
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Like the other one, like SGA is probably a no. Tatum is.
I would do it for
I would
Tatum.
do it for Tatum.
Yeah.
I would.
do it.
Y'all know I would, but
I
I'm
would
saying
have put
like
the trigger for that
with
one.
Boston, like Boston would probably be like, nah, we can't do it. We
Yeah,
want
that-
to, but we can't. But
Look
like
at
I think
Boston.
everybody
Bro,
else would
Right,
be like,
put him in Boston with all that defense around. Oh my God, he ain't got to worry about
Ooh,
Andy
all
White.
I gotta
He'll
do
be
is
a cone all
score.
damn day.
anyway.
All I gotta do is
He'll
score.
pull out a red goddamn cake.
Man.
Let's go. Easy money. He ain't
Mhm.
gonna play no damn defense. Just get the bucket.
Shaolin had a question directly for you, Ken.
Okay.
He said, as a Lakers fan,
Mhm.
were you as attached to AD as Bucks fans were to Middleton from like a sentimental standpoint? Because
Um,
he did help y'all win the championship.
No, he did, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's always gonna be respect, and it's always gonna be love for AD. He did help us win the championship. Again, AD is not trash. it has been irritating having AD.
Now they get to tell the truth.
No, I'm just saying it has been. Like, it's all respect, it's all love, but it has been irritating that this man, when you have a superstar that you really can't rely on or count on, just not even when he plays, good. But that's the thing. Is he going to play?
I don't want to throw cold water on it, but over the last 3 years, Anthony Davis played more games than Luka.
Yeah, that's fine.
Post game clarity.
But it's Luka though.
I'm just saying, like,
Luka,
if you were
25,
frustrated
he just like a few
about
beers.
the durability and the availability,
I don't have that with Luka.
12 in one hand, a dozen in another.
Luka could put a 70 piece easy. Like work.
And
And drinking beer at halftime. Like, I'm straight. Like, I am cool, man.
One thing I mentioned last week is there's no segue from this, but CJ McCollum.
Here you go.
What did he say?
Fuck him.
Nothing. He probably mad about this.
I'm mad about the CBA. Like, why?
Oh, okay.
Like,
I was going to say.
the
what did he
whole,
say?
like, Luka got traded because of the CBA partially.
They didn't want to pay him that.
The
Supermax
Bucks had
money.
to break up their team because of the CBA. Like, this is going to change, like, this whole next generation.
Now, did the Bucks have to break it up because of the CBA, or did they break it up because they didn't trust Chris Middleton's health anymore?
If we were over the second apron this year, we wouldn't have been able to use our first round pick in 31.
32 would have been frozen.
Okay.
Maybe they didn't break it up because of it, but like they couldn't add to their team. Like it affected like the way that they build teams.
It does affect team building, yes. And I think with that we might actually see more superstar movements
Because you can't afford to play the super match because like before you could just keep paying players.
Tax. You
just had to pay more for it.
Shells. Timberwolves traded Cat for that reason. And I think with that you will see more duos than big threes just because it's going to be harder to pay that. And that's the chance the Bucks were taking of like this big three thing, this ain't gonna work, especially when we have some concerns about the health of our third star here. In addition to that, the playmaking aspect, which I think they are gonna miss on the second unit. But when you're trying to play Chris with Dame and with Giannis, the argument here is that Chris on the court took away from the aggressiveness that Dame and Giannis can have because the ball's got to be in more different hands at that point. So if you go to the two of them as the focus, you can continue to have them two as the focus and build around them, which is part of why for Kuz, they were like, hey, he ain't going to be a third banana. That whole big three era in the Bucks is done. We are a duo. It's a big two.
But the thing with like, okay, so like me on the outside looking in, not really a Bucks fan, but like understanding and knowing like what Chris Middleton is to the Bucks. Like he literally put the team on his back when Giannis was hurt, help y'all win the championship. Like, is this more of a thing? Like the fans, remember it was a time where the fans said a lot of people on social media were hating Chris Middleton at the time. But then now that it finally comes to a point that he gets traded, now everyone's like, oh, y'all shouldn't have done it. Y'all shouldn't have done it.
But different people. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't understand.
50-50. Like the louder voices before were just the people that couldn't stand him, and now it's the people that love him and are like outraged. So like it's still the same energy. Like it's just one side is being louder now, whereas the other side was being louder then. Like the people that couldn't stand Chris Middleton before, like they happy that he got traded.
Okay. And then like to me, like it looks like absolutely disrespectful, right? Is that if you send him somewhere that he doesn't have a shot to win anything, and like I don't know, it just seemed like everything that he's done like for the Milwaukee Bucks, it seemed like he just got kicked in the ass. It was like, all right, get out the door.
I mean, when you get into Washington, that's
what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's just like I think that's more of like on the outside looking in. Like I'm more pissed about how he was treated and how everything happened.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you look back at it, like the Bucks traded Drew Holiday to Portland, so like it's not the precedent wasn't there. It's just
so they do that.
Drew had value, and another team went out and got him.
It's just listen. It's not the Bucks' fault that Dame was in Portland and Kuz was in Washington. They went for the players who they went for. They just so happened to be on bad. Honest conversation. How do y'all like Kuz? Like, how do y'all really feel about him? Do y'all see potential? Like, okay, Kuz can fit. He just needs to get around, the right people to kind of coach him up a little bit. Like, how do you really feel about Kuz?
As far as Kuz goes, I've been kind of just seeing where we fit in at, right? Like, how does us taking away from Middleton and adding him, what does that bring? What did that do? Like, so first game, jitters. He's okay. Let me summarize it first by saying I think he'll be all right, but big asterisk.
Okay.
He goofy. That's why I couldn't pinpoint how I felt
so
about him.
So you think he don't take basketball serious?
No, not that.
Okay.
Those who hoop, do you know you've been in a gym where a motherfucker just throwing shit up?
Oh, he just
and it just happens to fall.
Yeah, he just.
But you know, for damn sure, he didn't think, and you didn't think that bitch was gonna drop, but somehow it failed.
Yeah,
5 for 14. That's why his stat lines be looking like that. Even on hook shots, it looked like he just throw the bitch up.
Hey, man.
Like he just running full speed. Oh shit, there's the rim. Throw that motherfucker.
The city gonna love him though.
They will, for the energy, for the defense that he won't bring, for the mobility, for the athleticism, for the moments where he looks like, damn, he could be a really good passer. Those moments will be.
He has everything. He has the tools.
But
he has the tools. Man.
Then he come up the court and airball the fuck out of a shot.
Hey, man.
Run back on defense. Slap the backboard. Come back up and then pull step back three out of nowhere. It's cash it. It's like Lance Stevenson on crack. It's wild.
Hey man, why you gotta do Lance?
Because Lance was cold, but he also was full of shit.
Hey, when he was a Laker fan, that nigga was cooking.
Like, no, that's how I felt. I was like, this motherfucker, like a 6'9" light skinned Lance Stevenson. He had his moments of magic, and then there's other, so you be like, bro, what the fuck was that?
Hey, Lance, if you listening, my bad, man. Hey, you caught a straight, man. You might be listening too.
But it makes sense, does it not?
No,
I understand.
And that's what I'm saying. Kuz has the tools, but do you think that he got these bad habits with being with
the route that he's had in his career?
Yeah,
yes.
and being with the teams that he's been with.
Here's the thing to that. I'm glad you asked.
Like, if it's a win, the Bucks are a winning culture. So, like, now for him to be a part of a winning culture, don't you think that he'll take it more serious or he'll get his game together?
So that's I've said this a lot on Locked On Bucks. Like that's the hope. I have a lot of hope in my heart about how this Bucks team moves forward. And people keep pointing to his numbers in Washington as if it's only that way because he had a free leash. But if you look at his numbers in LA compared to what they were in Washington, they are damn near the same.
Yeah,
I put them in my phone so I would never forget this. His numbers in Washington versus LA. So the numbers you hear first will be Washington. The second number will be LA. Okay? Field goal percentage. Washington 45%, LA 45%. 3-point percentage. Washington 33%, LA 33.8%. Effective field goal percentage. Washington 51.4%, LA 52%. True shooting percentage. Washington 53.9, LA 54.4. It's damn near the same. So I don't want to hear about it's because of Washington that his numbers were as bad. Like, that's who he's been throughout his career. And the hope with him coming to Milwaukee is that he will have a better shot selection and that the gravity of Giannis and Dame will give him open look so that the shots are also easier as well as being more effective and efficient.
He's capable of doing it.
Is he? We haven't seen
I think he is. He's capable of doing it.
I'm like, he's 30. Like, this is the player that he is.
Hey, man.
Like, but all that said,
hey,
I do think the Bucks could still win with Kyle Kuzma on the team because it's driven.
He was an old Laker, man. I respect it.
It's driven. It's driven by
he got
Giannis
up through some
and Dame.
years.
It's driven by Giannis and Dame. So as long as
sure.
the two, like, that's what matters for this Bucks team. And Kuzma does offer some defensive versatility. And from watching him over 3 games, which is too early to really put a grade on Kuzma because he hasn't even played with Giannis yet. He has surprised me with his basketball IQ in situations as well as his ability to move the ball. He's not someone who's going to initiate offenses. But if you pass him the ball, it's not going to necessarily stick with him every time. Like, he will move it. So that part has surprised me, like a pleasant surprise. But
so no Kuzma jerseys in here.
No.
Okay.
No, I ain't going that far.
But your point about him willing to move the ball is my point about the passing. Because I'm like, there have been moments where it's just a quick one-touch pass. I'm like, I like that. Because sometimes it could get there and he could be looking, pump fake or some shit like, oh, no, I already seen that. Okay, tap, here we go.
I do wonder if that's just a byproduct of being on a new team.
That's what I did say that. I was like, you look like I'm trying to show you. I can move.
Like, hey, look, I'm not being a ball hog. Look, I'm passing. Like, but then once he falls in the rhythm and gets comfortable, is it back to
give me the ball?
I need my touches. I need my.
I don't think that's going to be his role on this team. Which, ironically enough, I think with the trade of Kyle Kuzma, it makes Bobby Portis really important for this team. Because without Chris Middleton, you lose a shot creator and someone who can go and get a bucket.
So, more Bobby Post.
And we were the posters had to be in the right situation. What he was doing against the Warriors last night was pissing me off. Because why are we? It's fine when it's a mismatch.
You ISOing against Draymond Green.
Like, come on, fam. That you ain't go and Jimmy Butler. Like, you ain't.
Well, they look at who was on the court with him. Like, he really didn't have there was nothing else there.
But Bobby is going to be really important for this team because we had conversations of like, I don't know if he fits this Bucks team no more because now they need more defense, and now it's like. They need some shot creators. Him and Gary Trent Jr. I think are even more important now with the Kuz trade.
I don't want either one of them initiating offense.
I didn't say initiate.
No. Well, I mean, I'm saying like I don't think either one of them is like their strong suit is spot up shooting. Like I don't think either one of them realizes that they're spot up shooters, but like them trying to do things with the ball, like it's kind of like Kuzma, where it's like it works sometimes, but it ain't something that you really want to necessarily go to.
I got more faith in Gary Trent than that.
Ditto.
I got way more
from
faith
his
in
year,
Gary
his
Trent
time being like a go-to guy.
Like, if it's just
like
a pump and a straight line drive to the rim, sure. If it's like trying to do side to side dribble moves and get around dudes, like
you don't believe in that much?
No, because it does not end up in a good shot more often than not.
Shalyn said that I think Kuz is a win-win. Get us under the second apron. If he plays well, then great. If he doesn't, you potentially move him in the draft, increase the value of that second you just got. And I think Shalyn's point about moving him is a big one because Kyle Kuzma's contract is a descending contract. So each year it decreases, and that's easy to move. And if you pair it, and now that you're under the second apron, you can aggregate salaries. That's a great contract to be able to have to pair with somebody else to bring somebody else back in. So it's like I said last week, I don't think the Bucks got drastically better. I don't think they got drastically worse. At worst, at this point now, with more time to think about it, it's a lateral move because you fixed some things that were weak spots, but you opened up some new ones at the same time.
Like, yes, but I feel like there was upside there where it's like if Chris can, and like they know better than we do. So it's like if the hope was always if Chris can get back healthy,
plays 30 minutes a game.
That is a much better player than the ceiling of Kyle Kuzma. I think the calculation that the Bucks front office made was that we're not getting that Chris back. Which if that's what they came to, that's what they came to. I get it. But I think that the ceiling is lower. Like, I don't think the floor has changed, but I think the ceiling is a little bit lower because, like, you don't have the hope of, even, 80% of the championship Chris Middleton anymore.
I mean, shout out to Chris and what he did against the Pacers last year. If that's a final song for Chris Middleton, that's a beautiful one for him that I hope people remember. Playing on two bad ankles.
Yeah, shout out to him. Though.
No, Giannis.
So will y'all be tuning in to some Washington games to see how he does older?
He's saying hell no. I'm saying hell yes.
I'm saying if that's still y'all guy, y'all should still watch him.
I won't say tune in. I'll check some stats.
Chris Middleton is my favorite. Is my favorite Bucks player of all time. I'm glad I realized that before he was completely washed.
I've been hearing more people say that.
And I already have watched an ungodly amount of Wizards games. Y'all wouldn't even I do like on
not
NBA.
Playing the Lakers or the Mavericks.
Listen, I do like on NBA. So every Tuesday, y'all, please check your feeds on Locked On NBA and support my episode for the week. And with that, I have watched a lot of Wizards and Pistons and a lot of teams that normally you'd be like, I'm not about to watch this, which has made me be like, I text y'all a couple weeks ago, like, man, I like watching the Pistons play basketball. But I've been watching Washington, and I'm definitely going to keep watching Washington. I actually text the Locked On Wizards host, like, I'm a low-key Wizards fan. As long as 22, now 32,
I've never heard that before,
is on your roster, I will be watching Wizards games, and I will be supporting that franchise. So
I will also tune in and check out AJ's stats, too, when he does play.
Yeah, he had one crazy dunk in like his first game, and that was his only bucket in that game. I said that's the AJ Johnson thing, where it's like he got the flashes, but he's still really raw. Has a lot to develop still, but it was. And Shell's added that Chris got us through the dark ages. That's my dog forever. I will be watching.
I agree with that.
So Chris Middleton and like Michael Redd, right?
Mhm.
Like who? Like people say Michael Redd.
Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Because the championship, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Okay.
Wait, what's your question?
No, I was saying like people hold Michael Redd up as being like like a great buck or like people love it because
And he was.
he held it
One of
down
the best
or
bucks of
whatever
all
for the
time.
city. Yeah, one of the greatest bucks. So it's Chris Middleton there as
Mhm.
well.
He not top 5, but
Okay.
Red's up. Red's God, well, top
Wait,
10.
did you ever ask the question? Like, what's your question?
He said is Michael Redd up there as one of the greatest.
Yeah, it's
bucks
one of the
all
greatest.
time.
Yeah, that's
With
what I was
Chris
saying.
Middleton.
I thought it was
Is Middleton up there with Michael
Yeah,
Redd?
well, like Michael Redd.
That's why I want to I want to specifically answer the question. So that's why I'm trying to get like the word. So like, are you asking is Chris Middleton better than Michael Redd?
Not is he better, but like people hold Michael Redd up to
Does
a
Chris
standard.
held
Like
to that?
so, or do we hold
Chris-
Middleton up
Chris-
to that standard?
Chris passed Michael Redd a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned.
More
Okay.
All-Star
Which
bids,
yeah.
Olympian championship,
Yeah,
like
because I know y'all OGs. So
Like
y'all
I
was
think
there,
that if
Michael Redd was there and everything.
I don't know, never mind.
I feel like a lot of people hold the Michael Redd up there because we really was in the dark ages when we had Michael
Yeah,
Redd.
that's what I'm
right
saying.
after
And
the
Mike
Ray
was-
Allen trade.
It was, and he was the bright spot that
Yeah.
kind of stayed with us as
Until
we kind
Brandon
of figure
Jennings, it
things
was-
out. Correct. So
Oof.
it was like our
Brandon Jennings,
I often think about like what because Michael Redd like signed an offer sheet or almost signed an offer sheet
For
with,
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Mhm.
I wonder what his career would be
He would
like.
have been Chris
if
Middleton in
that's
Cleveland.
that's what I'm
because instead of that they turned into Larry Hughes.
and it's like
Damn.
yeah,
Jesus
like he would have
Christ.
been better off going there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like he would have. Like he would have been Chris Middleton, like if he had
Yeah.
gone there and played with LeBron.
And that's why LeBron wanted Michael Redd. So he
Man,
saw
that would have been.
He saw that
It
early.
was
thought about
close.
that,
It was
yeah.
real close. I remember that.
Well, he went to
that
Ohio
shit.
State, so like it made sense.
Makes
to him.
sense, yeah.
He stuck with us and he carried us through the dark
Woo.
ages some more. So that's like I feel like that's why a lot of fans hold Michael Redd in high esteem because they're like, look, he ain't had nobody else really.
No,
Hey, and he was shining for Milwaukee.
Desmond Mason.
I used to like
Cowboy.
Desmond Mason, boy. He was a dunking nigga, boy.
he was.
That's it.
He
I
was
fuck
a-
with him. I
he used to be
woo.
dunking
I remember he
on
got
niggas,
like
boy.
super buff one year and could not shoot anymore.
Yeah, all them. That's why I was wondering with Grayson Allen. When I saw like, why did Grayson Allen get so big this year? Like he put on like 40 pounds of muscle. And when I watched Suns game, I'm like, Grayson, why? But
But just to rewind and get back to something happy.
Oh my.
The Lakers, we got
I
Lucas.
knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, we got Lucas. So yeah. Life is good over here, man. Life is good, man.
It's also All-Star Weekend this week.
The TNT guys are the coaches, GMs, I guess, of the. So let's backtrack. If you remember, the NBA has a different format for the All-Star game. This year, it's actually a tournament
Mhm.
on Sunday, similar to what they've been doing with the Rising Stars on Fridays. So you get 4 teams. One is the winner of the Rising Stars Challenge
I like
game, I don't know, whatever the fuck they call it. And then the other 3 teams are drafted by the Inside the NBA crew on TNT. So they drafted their teams last week, I believe.
Mhm.
They wound up roughly creating like old stars versus new stars versus international stars.
Mhm.
And I looked at those and I was like, I feel like we could do better.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have Ken, Camille, and Tim. I don't know why I went in reverse order. Draft their all-star teams.
All right, let's get it.
And I'm gonna be the moderator. I'll be the I guess I'll be Ernie for this. And then I'll judge the best team once we're done.
From the mean streets of
Oh,
Milwaukee.
Hey.
And with that, because Giannis and Anthony Davis have both been
Mhm.
declared as out for the All-Star game, we won't be drafting them. We will be drafting their replacement. So Kyrie Irving and
Trae
Trae Young are on the board.
We didn't establish the draft order beforehand, so closest person, I'm gonna pick a number. Closest person to it gets the first pick.
All right.
What's the scale?
1, 2.
I was say, what's the number?
Let's go 1 through 12.
7.
Ain't got it.
Oh, let's get it.
Damn.
Okay, so all right,
I'm first.
who goes second? Then me?
Uh,
I'm
okay.
gonna say I'm second.
Yeah, sure.
There we go.
You got it.
She claimed it.
That makes
Got
sense.
it, dude.
Do you guys want to go? I didn't watch the draft. Did they go snake or they just kept?
I have
picking?
no clue.
Let's go snake. That's what we always do.
Okay.
So let's see. We have Kim first, Camille second, Tim last.
All right. So I'm going LeBron James.
LeBron.
Let me get.
Told you.
I'm gonna go with SGA.
Okay.
SGA to Camille.
I'll take Victor.
Wemby.
Oh wait, we can
To
wait. So we drafting reserves before the starters.
We
We
are
did-
just drafting
we just-
players.
We just drafted players,
Oh,
right?
if that new. Okay, I would. Okay,
We talked about that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, so let me get Wemby and then let me run it back with Steph.
Stephen Curry, Wardell.
Okay, let me go ahead and go with Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
The Joker.
Well, I am going to go with Ant Edwards.
I like that.
And then I am going to go with Brunson. Oh, shit. I
So
should've did
Cat's
already.
wingman go to Ken Camille.
Let me go ahead and get Dame.
Damian Lillard. I don't know why.
I was like, what?
I was like,
What
what
name
you supposed to
was
say?
Damian Lillard.
Yeah, like, God damn.
That's wild.
On Black History Month, God damn.
Did someone take Ant-Man?
Yes.
I did. Sir.
Okay, then someone take Durant.
No.
No, sir.
I'll take KD.
Durantula.
And then I'll grab a young gun and let's go with Mr. Cunningham.
I was thinking about Cade.
The
I
motorcade goes to Tim.
like that. So let me go ahead and just grab LeBron then.
He already
had
Oh,
Ken's
wait.
first
That
pick.
was the number one pick.
Oh, dang, my fault. Of course, that was your first pick. Let me go ahead with Jason Tatum then.
JT.
So it's on me. Let me see. Let me get a motherfucker. So okay. LeBron,
You got LeBron
Okay, and
and
Anthony
Brunson.
and then I got Brunson. So let me get Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J goes to Ken. Who?
Dang, that's what I was gonna pick.
Top of round 5. Who you picking, Ken?
And then I am going to go.
And then
Ooh, wait. Did Tatum get picked yet?
Yes.
All right, Tatum got picked.
You know, while you're doing that, we can reset the draft. So far, Ken, you have LeBron, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Jaren Jackson Jr. Camille, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum. Tim, you have Victor Wembanyama, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and Cade Cunningham.
I need to start another starting league.
Yeah.
Ken, first pick of round 5. Who you got?
Round 5. I am going to go with none other than a I'm gonna go James Harden.
Okay, the
Okay.
beard is off the board.
The beard.
Dude, you got a whole lot of ball handlers.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Jalen Williams.
J-Dub.
I'm gonna get J Dub, not J Will, y'all. J Dub.
Let me get Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley. You have a very big team.
No one picked.
And then let me go ahead and grab.
Not before I do.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn.
Let me get Donovan.
Ah, this nigga. Yeah, I was just looking like, damn, I forgot to pick picture.
Let me get Ice Tray.
Ice tray, that's funny.
Trigger Trey Young.
What I got some big. I got enough bigs.
You have one big, or depending on how you classify LeBron.
Oh, okay. Don't nobody got Ant, right?
You
Towns.
have
You got Ant.
No, I'm talking about Towns.
Cat. No,
Yeah,
I thought
Cat.
you drafted him.
I thought he drafted Cat.
no.
I would have said
I
Cat.
would have said Cat. I thought he was off the board.
I
No, I
did
got
too.
Anthony
You
Towns.
got Anthony.
that was the only
you got
reason-
Anthony
No,
Edwards.
Edwards. Yeah, I got Anthony Edwards.
Because the only reason why I said Mobley because I was thinking I want a Cat and I was like I think Cat.
Oh, no.
And I definitely,
I
just
know you.
read
I thought you just said Cat again.
I was on the same
No,
wave as Tim. I definitely thought Carlton Towns was off of the board.
Give me Cat.
Whatever.
Mm.
I think you up next to.
Give me Cat.
I have
and
messed
then,
this all up.
Who I'm gonna go with? Then I'm gonna go ahead and Kyrie.
Kai.
What are we
Brian
doing?
shook
What am I?
us.
What
I
am
got a
I
solid
doing?
squad.
What am I doing?
Yeah, just shook it up.
I ain't talking about nothing.
Just
Okay.
shook it up.
Seriously, somebody's bumping shit on.
I can't even hear it over my
Jesus.
headphones. Okay,
No
let me.
such thing as halfway.
I guess I'm gonna go with Alfred Sengun.
I figure you. were
Mr.
gonna say-
Singoon. Sure. Is this the last pick? No.
You said yeah?
I don't know how many they do. 7.
They did
I don't know.
8 each. They did 9 with the replacement.
I mean, we got.
Wait,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
it's
6.
12 and 12, 24 by 3.
That's 8.
Yeah, so it is 8.
So yeah, Tim, these are your last 2 picks.
Okay. Then I will go with Mr. Hero
4-1-4.
and damn. I guess I'll grab Jalen Brown.
That's
Dang.
crazy. I was just gonna say that's crazy. He said like he was garbage.
And I got one more pick.
I mean, I feel
Is Garland an all-star? Ain't he? Yeah.
He is
Let me
an
go ahead and get Garland. And that leaves Spicy P for Ken. Is that his 8th and final?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's get it.
See Ackham.
So let's hear our teams, please.
All right, I'll go in order. Ken, you have LeBron James,
Mhm.
Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Jaren Jackson Jr., James Harden, Karl Anthony Towns, Kyrie Irving, Pascal Siakam.
Yeah,
Camille.
that's a squad.
I got a
That's
squad. I got a squad.
Carl Anthony Towns swung that in a whole different direction.
Got a
man.
squad.
Bill, you have Shea Gilgeous Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, Jalen Williams, Trae Young, Alperen Şengün, and Darius Garland.
Solid.
All right.
She top heavy.
Top it.
It's all, what you all
Tim, you have Victor Wembanyama, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, Tyler Hero, and Jaylen Brown.
But I'm top heavy.
I know we cooking.
Okay.
We cooking.
My team better than yours. It ain't better than
I don't know.
Ken's, but
I
it's
am
better
not
than
an
yours.
impartial judge. Words.
Say it.
So Jaylen Brown, you're eliminated, Tim.
That's fucked up. That's bogus. I don't know. My team best.
Ken, you got James Harden, so you're eliminated.
Damn.
Hey, I win the Eric sweepstakes.
But Camille, you have Trae Young, so
What's wrong with you? You ain't,
no,
you ain't
I don't like
You
Trae
ain't sure.
Young.
Yeah.
chilling. You ain't chill.
Impartially, I'm gonna have to go with Ken.
Yeah, Ken
Thank you.
definitely has the best team that
Squad.
we picked here.
Holla. We out here.
That was very clear. That was very clear.
Squad goes.
Are you looking forward to All-Star Weekend?
No.
Dang.
I'm just like I don't know. Like I don't feel. I think maybe it's because of the trade deadline, but it's I haven't been paying attention to All Star. There's no real hype there for it. Like,
Cooking.
I'm like, why should I didn't see your phone, so I just saw you like look at him all
The
crazy.
Chicago Bulls have 29
29
points at halftime.
Who they playing?
The
Detroit,
Pistons.
71, bro. Detroit has 71 at halftime.
Well, I mean, the Bulls want to be bad, so mission
Yeah.
But
accomplished.
do
I guess.
they?
Christ.
But do they? It's
I mean, they
nuts.
I just
They
don't
went
get me
halfway.
started on Chicago again
Jesus
because I just
Christ.
don't understand what. Neither here nor
Clearly,
there.
they were affected though. So
I would hate to be a Bulls fan.
it's kind of like that year the Bucks
Man, I hate to be a
accidentally
Bulls fan.
tanked.
At the moment, they're winning the third quarter by 3 points.
And what's the score?
87-50.
I don't think so. It is.
That's like that game when it's like Chris Paul for 3, and now they're
Cuts
down
the
by
lead to
42.
45.
They was up as much as 44 at one point.
That's
Nuts, man. That's
Yeah,
nuts.
I just feel like there's no juice for All Star Weekend. I think the players aren't necessarily that
excited about it.
excited about like the new
Yeah.
format. Like it can be good, but going into it, I'm just like,
I forgot who was
like
in the
I don't
dunk
care about the
contest.
dunk contest.
Andre Jackson Jr.
I will be tuning in
Stephon
because of
Castle.
Stephon Castle,
Mhm.
Mac
McClung.
McClung, and who was the fourth?
Oh, I
one?
forgot.
Mattis Buzelis.
Buzelis from Chicago.
Because Cleveland did a dunk contest during halftime
Mhm.
against some like local cats, and it was actually really entertaining. I'm gonna find the video and send it to y'all. But they was out here dunking.
Okay, let's talk some wrestling before we get out the dope.
Wrestling.
Oh wait, sorry. Before we get off the NBA, shout out to Hubie Brown.
Oh
on his
yeah,
retirement.
for sure.
Oh,
for
shut
sure.
up! Shut
For
up!
sure. Shout out to
Man,
Hubie.
man, he been doing it.
They said that he has
Forever.
coached or commentated on games for 80% of
It's
the entire
crazy.
NBA. The whole history of the league. 80. You
That's
saw
nuts.
80% of every player to ever. That's.
That man whole life,
It's
like basketball.
Yeah.
I love that he started his career in Milwaukee as an
Mm.
assistant coach. And he got to call his last game in Milwaukee. That was some beautiful
Yeah, it's dope.
symmetry.
Yeah.
And like I honestly like when he was calling the game, like he's still top 5 color
No,
commentator.
he's still really
like,
good.
He's still
He's
sharp.
Still really good.
He still was educating like to the last moment. Like he. Like I like that he just loves basketball, and that comes through in the way that he commentates on the game. Like it's not about storylines, it's not about like they're not doing what I would have did. It's just like the game has evolved so far from when he was coaching, even like the last time, let alone when he started. But he was still like, hey, like here's what they're doing, here's what they're trying to do. Like it wasn't like that bias that old dudes typically have, where it's like, well, they need to get it into the paint more, and they need to do this, and they need to do that. He's embraced the 3-pointer. Like it's his love of the game comes through, which I've always appreciated. And that's all I really ever asked for in the broadcast.
He's able to love the game and understand how the different eras were played and put it in context without downing one or the other, just accepting it for what it is and appreciating all the talented players who came through. So shout out to Hubie. Shout out to Hubie.
And he loved him some Bobby Portis.
That was an organic thing too. Bobby said he went home when he was still with the Bulls. It's one of his first games that he got some real playing time in, and Hubie was the commentator. He said, when I was a young dude, I wanted to hear what everybody was saying about me all the time. And he said Hubie was giving him some love. Like, this is a young man who, he got to try to turn his 4 minutes to 8 minutes and 8 to 16 and see how he can keep moving. And Bobby Portis was like, I like that.
That's what's
I
up.
like that. So every time after that, he always made it a point to like shout out Hubie and talk to him, because Hubie was one of the first people who he heard in a national sense big up his game. So like he was like, yeah, I'm gonna always love Hubie. So,
although he called him Huey. Like
black people, man, we'll
mess up some
we mess up some names.
You have a nickname, quick too.
I had an auntie. I didn't realize what her nickname was. I was calling her the wrong nickname for years because it just sounded like what I thought it was.
That's funny.
See, I've seen the flip side where it's like you only know the nickname, and it's like, your name is Steven? Like, what?
That's funny.
I have a cousin through marriage with a name like that. Shout out to Boogie. Shout out to Boogie. All right. And I'm going to tell y'all his real name when we get off the air. Just don't let me forget when we get off the air what his real name is, because, let's talk some wrestling. So it's official, y'all. Jey Uso has declared that Gunther is going to be who he is after for WrestleMania. Are y'all interested in seeing Jey and Gunther running back again at WrestleMania? Was this the right opponent for Jey, or should he have went for Cody?
No, I'm not interested in seeing the running back, but I'll be happy that when he wins. Like I know.
Cody would dog walk Jey.
It ain't even that. It's just
I feel like they're more likely to get a good match out of Gunther.
Exactly.
I think
Cody.
Then it would Cody.
And like there's a very clear like underdog versus like
he been shitting
unstoppable.
on him. Beat him twice.
It's gonna be a great story to see him hold the title up at WrestleMania.
And if he don't,
fireworks,
I'm gonna be like Ken. We riot if Jey don't win.
That'll be his number. That's his.
It's shining moment.
Right.
He deserves it.
Like I'm already seeing like the Raw after Mania when he opens the show, comes out the crowd, everybody going crazy, got the title. Like,
I'm yeeting all over myself.
God, they be wilding during them entrances. Like, what did Michael Cole say yesterday? He was like, when I was younger, I could yeet all night. Now I've got yeet dysfunction.
Was this a hymns ad?
Hey, Michael Cole the GOAT, fam. He be having me rolling, dog.
But I do think of his two options. Like Gunther is the way I wanted him to go. Like I didn't want to see Cody and Jey. Like that doesn't interest me at all. So bring it back for was this the fourth time we've had Jey versus Gunther at this point? So
yeah.
But I mean, like that's like babyface booking 101. Yeah. Like, give him the dude that he can't beat.
Yeah, and
I can do it. I swear I can. I know I can.
No, like you have to give the people what they want. Like at Mania too. Like, there's no one over like Jey right now. Like, he is the most over person in the entire universe, fam. Like, everybody love. Like, dude, the entire crowd be eating, fam.
Yeah.
Old people, young, no matter who you are, everybody love to eat.
Everybody love to eat.
Everybody love to eat.
That
might be the title. Everybody love to eat.
Everybody love to eat. I ordered some glasses for my son.
I know he was excited when they came.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the way they should have gone. And to the point about the baby face got a chase. I started watching Heels finally because it's on Netflix now.
You like it?
We flew through the whole first season.
It's really
this
good.
weekend.
The
Like, we
first
watched
season,
the whole
the first season really good. Second season take a minute, but first season is really good.
And they talked about that. Like he's like, I'm booking it this way because like the fun is in the chase. Like the baby face has to chase. That's what we're here for.
I think Punk just said that too. Like they were talking about like were you disappointed that you didn't get booked to win the Rumble? He's like, I like even if I had the pin, like I wouldn't. Like I'm much more interested in like the chase. Like that's where the money is. Like
it is.
Like Cody is proof positive. Like people were so invested in the chase, and like now I feel like it's kind of petered off a little bit. Where like
I had never been that invested.
And
like
how you
Cody,
feel now?
Right?
No, I'm still invested. Like he's still my favorite wrestler.
But if he loses the title, you like
it will make sense. It depends who he loses it to.
I'm just saying you wouldn't be heartbroken.
Shaolin said, "I've got a feeling it's one of those rug pull situations."
I am fearful.
I hope. Oh my god!
Because like Gunther don't lose.
They give us the rope. They give us that. That'd be horrible.
That'd be 2 WrestleManias back to back that Gunther losing because he lost the
he
IC
did.
title last year to Sammy. And
then this will catapult him to just go for the undisputed too. Though,
but
to just get it off his hands.
It could also add to the storyline of his vulnerability.
Yeah.
Like he's not invincible no more. Now he got his story to continue to chase going forward. So
they gonna come back being a super heel.
Like dog, he already damn near close.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna be a super heel, not a super villain.
He about to be so disrespectful in this build.
Yeah,
he is. Hella.
Like, he already has been.
He definitely finna be.
About to get amped up.
Yeah.
He damn near gonna let the N word fly.
Jey apparently has a son that goes to Morehouse, like which was
for real?
Really?
To go to Morehouse?
He
got a son that old?
Yeah, I mean 40, I think, or put damn near.
I didn't know he had a son.
I didn't know me either.
J 40, I didn't know he was 40.
Or he will be 40 this year.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, August 22nd, 1985.
Okay. Is he Leo or did he make the cusp of Leo? I think he
Leo was at the end of July, early August.
So it goes through everything's like middle. So it's like from
my birthday's the 20th and I'm a Leo.
Yeah, like I was like he might be on that cusp of the next.
I don't know nothing about Zodiac.
I don't either. I only know that because it's my birthday and people have been telling me from my.
Like I don't know trait. I only know my traits as Aquarius.
I can tell y'all a lot more after we get off the air. I'm kind of into it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into
I
it.
am not.
They be like the moon when you was born and the moon was like this and the sun was
the moon and the stars did the.
It's not specific to you, but it's a very general idea.
But you can dial it down specific to you if you know the time you were born and the city you were born. To know
well, y'all know I'm a skeptic, so.
All right, that's probably in your chart too,
right?
Conspiracy, brother.
Untrusting.
You need the facts. I need cold hard facts.
I do. Big facts. Speaking of facts, no, that isn't a segue. But how are y'all like after the new year? Like the WWE has gone to 3-hour shows for both Raw and SmackDown. That's in addition to PLEs. They've done Saturday Night Main Event like twice since the end of December. You still have NXT. Like, are you feeling any type of way about how much wrestling you're getting?
No, because Raw's not always 3 hours. They just sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. But for me, because I mentioned Locked on NBA, y'all. Check out the Tuesday show every week. But because I have to watch all the Monday slate of games, I can't watch Raw live. So I've been watching Raw Tuesdays, which is it's not the same. Like that's a household that we get together. We watch wrestling in my house. Like that's a thing me and my husband do. So not having the Monday sucks. But like I don't mind it. I'm not watching NXT anyway. Like, I'm not my wrestling consumption is only Raw, SmackDown, and PLEs, and then Saturday main events when those come up every so often. So like, it's cool for me.
SmackDown's been kind of lackluster lately for the past 3 weeks.
Oh, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, the tag match was pretty decent though. Like,
so, and I think like for me, it's just more so that the back half of last year, like we got the tight 2-hour shows, and it was only like the top storylines would get on the TV, and like now they're trying to build things back up, and it's like, well, you kind of conditioned me not to care about like tag team division,
so they got a lot of
women's mid card, and all these. It's like there haven't been stories that necessarily grab me like lower down the card. Which,
no, that makes sense.
You know, like I get it, like they have to build it up, but. It's like I can only. There's only so much Motor City Machine Guns and War Raiders.
I do not like them.
I don't
like neither of them.
I feel like it's one of those.
Shinsuke ain't doing shit. Like it's just.
It's one of those moments where you may feel that way today, but maybe in
They
2
amp
months,
it up,
If they
yeah.
build it up,
because
that's
especially
fast.
with you saying like it feels like they're building everything back up. They got about 2 months to really put on, and they can do a lot of shit in 2
Mainly in
months.
April, right?
Especially
Yep.
especially with
into April.
the next PLE coming, Elimination Chamber. That usually shifts a lot of shit, and then from there the rest of the dominoes fall. So we could be fucking with a tag team by
What's like the
Mania.
top of the card is great.
Yeah.
10 out of
Super
10,
strong.
no
Yeah.
notes. But it's like those stories that kind of fell by the wayside
I get what
when
you're saying.
you got the tight 2-hour shows, and it was like, oh, this is nice, it's digestible, like it's only like the really top stories that are really going hard, and it's like you didn't get any of like they trimmed the fat for those shows. And
Yeah.
it's like
I
2-hour
get
shows, like it's just tighter.
I think I agree with Tim on that one because I think of like even Judgment Day when Judgment Day was starting, I could care less about what Judgment Day had going on. But then a year later, I was like, man, what Judgment Day? That's a top story. So like sometimes it starts off in that way where it's like I don't care about this. Give me a reason to care. But if they can tell the story, I'm gonna always give them a fair shake about it because like again, Chelsea Green. Big fan of Chelsea Green over here. Been a fan couple months. Nah, not a couple
I
months.
can wrestle.
It was into last year when I was like, okay, like Money in the Bank really put it over the top for me with Chelsea Green. But just the personality and everything she got going
Yeah, she's
on.
good.
So, like, I think
If y'all want to get into her, like being a really, her and Penta had a match.
Really?
They was beating the shit out of each other.
Is that the one that she went through the ladder the first time?
Yeah, dude.
Off the ladder through the table?
I was like, fam, she taking buffs like this? Penta was whooping her ass. When she was taking them, though, I was like, yeah, that was a really good match.
That's the thing, like you wouldn't know that she can wrestle like from her character now.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you went back to actually watch her.
Shaolin said that I argue Logan Paul is one of the best storytellers right now.
I'm a fan of Logan Paul. I'm not gonna say the best, but Logan Paul does
his new finisher look cool. But like I don't know how many people he can do that to.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Yeah, so
I respect Logan Paul because he comes and he know how to put on the show. So I respect that.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm
TV
entertained.
A lot of
by him.
TV time for a lot of people, but sometimes you still can't find TV because you still can't rise above the rest.
How y'all feel about them just putting Cena in the elimination chamber without?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I have no
It's Cena.
problem.
That's what I'm saying. It's Cena.
No problem.
I know some people were like, "Oh, y'all just."
I mean, it's part of the storyline. It would be one thing if it was just like they just put him in there and never acknowledged it, but like it's part of the storyline that he's pulling weight. So
I'm cool with it.
It should be fun.
Sir,
you just got dead air, fam.
you have the last topic.
My bad.
You just shorted it out.
Yeah. The releases that just happened recently. A lot of them were in like the NXT. Well, a lot of them were the main roster.
Who got released?
But the one that was released for sure from NXT was Cedric Alexander. But the other people was like Blair Davenport or
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville, like names like that.
Authors of Pain.
I hate the fact that Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering, like so that disbanded Old Boy storyline completely.
I mean,
he was already.
He hasn't had them.
He
so.
dropped them losers a long time ago.
Yeah,
No offense, y'all.
And so it kind of goes back to one of those like.
It was coming out before I could stop it. I don't really think you got the loser.
That's a diarrhea in the mouth.
There was an era when the Black and Gold brand would have people come up and we'd be anticipating them and we'd be excited for them, and then they come up and they don't do shit with them. Keith Lee. And we'd be like, dog, in NXT they was cooking, why couldn't they carry this? A lot of the people that got cut recently was kind of along the same thing. Like in NXT they was hot, Blair Davenport, Isla Dawn, cats like that. Like they was hot down there and they get called up like, okay, cool, they'll get introduced, but nothing came of them.
Authors of Pain was big in NXT.
They were they were hot at that point.
Like twice.
Yes, they had. But it's just one of those like, how is it so? How can they have that? And people,
well, I mean, it's big fish, small pond.
Yeah,
I get it.
I think that's more of it than anything else because you can't just jump into the main roster and be like, I'm winning championship. You still got to earn your stripes.
Right? Not everybody, because some have, but not everybody.
Like Finn did take a jump and come. Yeah.
What's the name? Paige. Her first night won the belt. Shit like that. Like people do, but it's
just
even if you don't, how is it that they go from okay, I'm gonna call you up and I'm gonna use you up here, but now I'm not gonna use you. Why don't you just send them back there?
Because like that's not the point of NXT. It's not the like it's basically
developmental.
I think it's the military thing, right? Where it's like either up or out, right? Like either you keep ascending or like we gonna cut. Like there's no reason for you to be here. Like the point isn't like the point isn't to be like, oh well, we just need, you know, like we've invested in these names
So
and
we
like
gonna keep them forever.
You know, they went up to Raw and SmackDown, people weren't fucking with them, so we're gonna bring them back to NXT because that's what people fuck with. It's like, no, like NXT is for the next crop of people that they want to bring up to WWE or to the main roster and see if they can do something.
That's a good point.
It's like you blocking somebody else that we want to see like what they got going in NXT. Yeah. So like you got to move up, but it's like if you're not ready, then that's kind of on you.
Yeah. You said Cedric Alexander got cut, right? I can see him going to AEW with
I don't. Because Tony disrespected his wife.
Oh, really? Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Big Swole.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was a whole thing like a couple years ago.
I didn't even know that.
Like she wrestled there. Apparently didn't like I don't know if she like accused him of racism or something, but like they had a whole back and forth on Twitter, and he was like, "It wasn't racism. You just wasn't that good," or some shit like that.
I remember that. I do remember that.
Jesus Christ.
I don't.
Oh no, you just.
He might go there like because his butt, hurt.
That's what I'm saying. Her business. That's why I said it because now her business actually they running AEW right now.
One thing sorry, on the thing about releases is like WWE and AEW are kind of like it's not a monopoly because it's too, but it's like there really aren't that many places for people to go these days.
Once they opt out.
If you burn your bridge with AEW and you burn your bridge with WWE, you don't have ROH anymore. You don't have Impact anymore.
You gotta go to you don't
Japan
got
ain't really.
You could go to
they
TNA,
under. I mean, they in
WWE
partnership with WWE,
but they're still independent.
Right,
they
and
just have
New
a
Japan.
partnership.
Yeah, New Japan
like
take anybody.
Yeah, TNA ain't like we gotta subscribe to what WWE thinks that our roster should be. They just got
this is a fruitful partnership.
Yeah, like they still gonna do TNA things, but when they can cross their paths, they gonna.
But to your point about shit. Because when you said hold on, I was like, don't lose it, don't lose it. Oh, that's what it was. To your point about calling them up because they're not ready and things like that, or moving them around. Part of the releases that at least that I saw was they do have a couple people that they're ready to bring up, like the Trick Williams and things like that, which sparked my thought process of, well, if you're gonna bring these cats up, do something with like Trick is. Regardless, if you watch NXT and now, a lot of people know who Trick Williams is. Now, that's watching wrestling.
But is it on them to do something with it, or is it
part
on
of
the
their writers?
Well, no, is it on the wrestler to make them do something? Like, like you have to kind of inspire them to do something.
How many stories have they had? Like even with the New Day, they was like, dude, we had to fight and claw and had to get cool with a special writer for that one writer who still got told to fuck off.
But even when they have the writing, though, they have to go out and execute. And if the fans ain't behind it, even no matter how good the writing is, if the fans ain't effing with it, then they not gonna F with it. And we know how wrestling fans can be. Like once they make a
fickle as hell.
Yeah, so like it's so many. It's a delicate balance of like what it takes to like really get over in WWE. Like yes, you need a good storyline. Yes, you got to make sure that you know you doing your job, but you got to. If the crowd don't like you, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Like the example that you just gave with Chelsea Green, that's somebody that you got to emulate. Like she's made the most of literally every second that she's been on television. It's like whether she gets like a 30-second spot or she's just like walking in the background, like if she's getting like getting embarrassed by like a baby face or whatever, like she's taking advantage of that time where people are like, oh, she's funny, oh, she, like they get invested into that, and then like it grows into something. But it's like if you just on TV and you just walk around and there's nothing there, like no, writers aren't going to be like, oh, we got to make sure that he gets more time, or I see something there, so let me try to figure out like a plan for them to do. Like no, it's kind of on the wrestler like to be like to make the creative work for them essentially,
or fight for them.
Yeah. That feels like a great place to wrap up. We had a couple things in quick hits, but don't need to get to it. We already passed an hour and a half, so we're gonna wrap up here. I don't have any parting words of wisdom. What I do want to say is I've had a rough last 2 weeks with grief. It was my grandmother's birthday right before my husband's, and it's my Uncle Tony's birthday on Thursday. And I just wanted to tell people, because once you go through the grief and you understand, dang, I ain't the only person who's feeling these emotions. I'm not the only one who's ever lost somebody. I just want to say, y'all, as a reminder, the reason that we grieve so hard is because we loved so hard in that process. And we ain't got nowhere else to put that love anymore, so it comes out in this other way. So I just want to tell people, too, especially it's Valentine's Day, it's a lot of emotions coming up. I just want to tell people, take care of yourselves. If you have a moment when you are feeling that, don't get mad at yourself for feeling grief, no matter how long it's been, whether it's a fresh loss, whether that person has been off of this physical plane for a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. It does not really matter because that love is always going to be there. So I just want to encourage everyone out there to also love on themselves. Do things and activities that can kind of reset you and ground you. And if you need to take some time to yourself, take that time to yourself, and just stay strong, man. Keep it moving forward. Like I said, I chose my wording very carefully of saying they're no longer on the physical plane here, because them spirits, them people, like they are still with you. You just can't physically talk to them, communicate with them. Because I know for a fact that Uncle Tony has been helping me get some things together, get some opportunities, and cheer me along the way. So take care of yourselves with Valentine's Day coming up. And as I like to remind people as well, if you do have your loved ones, your elders, people who help raise you, people who you just care about, your nieces, your nephews, your children, whoever it is, your cousins, spend that time with them. And understand that we don't know when that end date is going to come for any of us. And this whole journey of life, what it's really about is the moments with the people that we love. Like, that's what it comes down to. Them random Tuesdays. Like, I have such great memories of random Monday nights 10 years ago at my crib when my friends would come by and watch wrestling. Random. Never thought in real time, like, this is going to be a memory I'm going to hold on to years later. But, like, them memories come through in the clutch. So just a reminder, y'all, be kind, love on people, and take care of yourselves along the way. And as another reminder, make sure you follow us on our various social media platforms at Technical File, TECKNICALFOUL on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Technical File Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. As a reminder, if you're in the YouTube comments, we thank you for joining us. Please make sure you like the video after the live. If you want to come back and make another comment on the video to help the algorithm, that's a free way to support the pod. We appreciate that. Even if you're on the audio side and you didn't even watch the video, go to our YouTube, like the video, drop a comment. It helps other people find the show, and we don't grow without y'all. So thank you. And if you want to follow me personally on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, PSN, at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE.
The Eric J2 on Blue Sky.
There you go. That's all you get.
That's all you get.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter, Snapchat, and Blue Sky.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Catch Me, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We out this bit.
Yeah, we are. Tech File. Yeah, let's just play that music. Y'all keep yeeting out there.
Hit 'em hard. Let's go. TECK, running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like YEET. Mr. Lady, spitting real talk with the entertainment. The podcast that the game up and they get smacked back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them a little bit because they know it's ready in the home city. And I'll get it block even on the low setting. And you know what you say, so we never gotta get telling everybody else that you get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like I. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this race with my tribe. Going live with the pie. Do it like there's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them throwing in the tap. Tell the red blow the whistle. This is Technical File.
I can't do that sound effect. I wish I could.